for another DTR Division 2 race in Season 8. Currently round 6 around the Hungary ring this evening, and almost a full grid of drivers to go out today. A few making the way out for their out laps. We've got TGLC at the first out as always, pretty much. A few more beginning to make the way out as we've got a couple about to start the laps, a couple of minutes in. So right on board then with Stuart as he starts his lap into turn 1 then. Nice and smooth into the second DRS section as he begins to wind down the hill. Sweeping left and then a right to end sector 1. Having to slow down a little bit after the left-hander, just looks like he went slightly wide on the entry to that, but nevertheless keeps it within the line, and he's still on for a validated lap so far. Car a little bit loosey-goosey through the S section, but manages to keep it on track. End of sector 2 then 55.151. Sweeping left as he comes back up the hill towards the start finish line, and the time to beat is going to be a 1:17.097. As we've got Joe Hayward just behind him, about to finish his lap as Honky slipped through as well. Didn't quite see him, but Joe slips into second with a 16.825, and then Newton with a 16.886. Very close between those two currently, but Honky currently leading the way on a 16.3. But Javi, just as I say that, has pipped into the post by 400ths of a second with a 16.294. Who have we got next? We've got a Ferrari, I believe. Yep, Ferrari of Maridaco. That's a validated lap, I think. We've got the McLaren of Brandon coming across the line, and it's a 16.5. Couple more times coming in. Bogorowski is putting in a 16.9. Rainman 7 tenths off Stewart currently. Well, almost 7 tenths. Not quite. Next and sliding into Horth in the Ferrari. Got Athanasiou currently on the lap next. Wazza in the Williams just starting, he's coming around turns 3 and 4, I believe. So Athanasiou coming around the final corner then. What's his time going to be? Is a 16.4, so it puts him into 3rd position currently. We've got Berserk just starting his lap. We've got Jordan coming to the end of sector 1. Waz is invalidated, so that's not going to be a lap. Is that Stewart going again? I believe it will be. As he opens his wing up and begins his second flying lap. Everyone else that's set a lap apart from Athanasiou is just on his in lap, I believe, is in. Jordan across the line then with a 15.8. That's Berserk and then Reliot just behind him. Berserk coming in with a 17.3 and Reliot is in with a 16.6. So currently in 6th position, you've got Jordan, the first man into the 15s. 115s. Then second to 11th is covered with the 116s. Then we've got a couple in the 117s as Stewart improves to a 16.6. Slotted in just 200ths behind Reliot. So we've got Mikey and Wazza currently on a hot lap but no time, and then the three behind them are all on laps, all on out laps, as Evan just starts his. Berserk just coming back in, so we'll stick with Wazza for now as he's just coming to his sector 2. Left and right. Left again and then right to end sector 2. Can he keep it within the lines? No, he can't. It's unfortunately another invalidation for the Williams driver. Hunky out again. Just letting people by. Good to see. It's Mikey slotting into 11th with a 16.904. So Evan up to second with a 15.913. It's an impressive time for a Haas driver, and shoots straight up to second. So just Wazza, Hackett and Marandako left to set a time. Most people are out currently. As Nexton in the Ferrari has indeed set a 15.687, putting him into provisional pole with just under 8.5 minutes left. So we've got a Mercedes next on the road. That is Mikey who's pitting. What about the Alphas then? That's Newton coming around for another bite of the cherry, following an invalidated lap. Who have we got next? We've got the McLaren of Brandon just starting his lap, as one of the Hassers is in the pits. I'm going to go ahead and assume it's Evan. Well, both. Yeah, just the one Hass in the session tonight, and that is Evan. Brandon 2.5 tenths up on his time then. Where would that put him? Moves him up a couple of positions if he decides to keep it. He's going to do so, and he's going to set it. So what's it going to be? It'll be a 16.395. It does move him up a couple of positions, but he did lose a tenth, I believe, in that final sector. So we've got the AlphaTauri of Honky just coming into the pits as well. Looks like a fair few are coming into the pits. We've got Reliot, who's just improved to a 16.510. As the Williams of Wazza does have a validated lap time, but where they're going to put him, it's going to put him in 11th currently with a 1:16.529, a mere 1,000th away from Maradaka in the top 10 there. We've got Newton going very slowly. I'm going to assume he's run out of fuel. We've got Brandon coming around. I'm assuming he's going to be. Yeah, he's going to be on an in-lap. As I would think that there's only, just over 5 minutes remaining for the end of the session. Yeah, it looks like this is going to be the period of qualifying where we have a little bit of a low. Majority of cars are in the pits, and those that aren't are coming in, I would assume. Apart from Maridako that's just started a lap, and Stewart that's just finishing his. It's going to be an improvement, but it's only 8th. 3/10 gained. He probably has got enough time to get back into the pits and maybe get out and do another lap, but it's whether he wants to do so or not. Good evening to you, Nell. I hope you're doing well on this fine Wednesday evening, and that the recovery process is still recovering in. I'm aware that's not a word, but I'm afraid it was just what came to my mind at the time. So we've got Stuart, Maridako and Mikey out. Mike is currently on a lap, so we'll stick with him for now. Good, well, I'm glad to hear you getting there, mate. That's what we like to hear. Final couple of corners in from Mikey. Knowing how quick he is, it's probably going to be an improvement, but how much of an improvement is the question. Around the final corner then, and it is a 7/10 improvement. It moves him up to P7 with a 1:16.185.